Same outfit, got it. But we are batch creating, so welcome to batch creation. So 5 ways to be a smart shopper. Number 1, have a list. So in my experience, to be a smart shopper, to be somebody who stays within their budget in terms of shopping, like when I go grocery shopping, I do it like twice a month now. I used to do it when the kids was younger, like once a month, but now it's twice a month because they eat a lot, they're growing. But what I learned is kids eat a lot, so they require a lot of nutrition, and it requires you to spend that money. My favorite supermarket of choice is Whole Foods. You can shop wherever you want to. I just like I told you, I like this source. Of course, we don't know the true source, but I kind of trust their way of like sourcing food out. But that's besides the point. So I know on average how much I spend per grocery visit. So I usually have a list of the things that I need all the time, and that's basically like, you know, the produce, the milks, the eggs, the cheese for pizza, like that kind of stuff. So I usually have a list. So 1, have a list. So the list helps you to stay within your budget, and it just allows you to just stick with what you really need. I know sometimes I deviate from the list, 1 or 2 or 3 items, that's okay, but sometimes I see things that are not on my list and I'm like, okay, I know it's definitely not in the house that I need it, so I'll just add it on, I'll just get it. But yeah, have a list. Number 2, create a budget. So create a budget for different areas. So 1 for shopping, 1 for groceries, 1 for, you know, utilities, 1 for, just create a budget for the different categories that you spend money. So for me, you know, you have utilities, I have an average in my head. Maybe I should just create an Excel sheet. I do have an Excel sheet for other stuff, but maybe I should create an Excel sheet on, you know, the amount that I spent monthly, just so I can see on average. But like actually see it on average. In my head, I know on average how much I spend on utilities, on average how much I spend on food, on average how much I spend on, you know, like expenses for the kids, like activities for the kids. I have an average of that. So have a budget. Number 2, have a budget. Number 3, don't go to the store. Do not go grocery shopping. This is shopping in general, but when you're going food shopping, do not go food shopping on an empty stomach. Don't go food shopping on an empty stomach, because that will force you to buy things that you don't need and that is not on your list. So you're just like spending because you're hungry. So don't go food shopping on an empty stomach. Yeah. Number 4, ask yourself 2 questions. Do I need this or do I want this? We're talking about shopping in general. Do I need this? Do I want this? So when I shop, I tend to do this. I don't do so well in the food category in this area, but in everything else, I do very well in the want and the need. So I go out. Let's just use clothing, right? So I go out. I look around the store, the mall, and I'm like, oh my God, that looks cute. That looks cute. But Deb, do you need this or do you want this? Do you need this because, oh my gosh, you don't have sweaters for the winter season? Or do you want this because it looks cute? So once I file it under the want category, I then go, okay, I don't need it, and then I put it back. Even though it looks cute, I still have discipline in the clothing area, right? So then when we go to the food area, it's a little hard because I'm a foodie. I like to try new recipes all the time. Like most of expenses goes to food. Our fridges, freezers are very, very well stocked. Food is not a problem. So I like to try different recipes. So what messes me up with the want and the need is I can go to a store and see something, go, yeah, this could be good. I see an ingredient, I'm like, oh, this could be used to make this and this. And I applied to, do I want or need this? I want it, but then it's because I want to try a new recipe, so it doesn't hurt. Let me get it. So I have to do better in the food category. That's how I am. But in every other area, I'm really good at it, the want and the need. So always have the want and need category at hand whenever you go shopping. What do I want? What do I need? If it's a want and it's not budgeted for, do I really need it? If the answer is no, then you just toss that out 5. The last one is basically knowing how much, I guess, money you bring in monthly. Currently at this moment, I'm unemployed. No money's coming in. So it is hard because before, in the past, I used to basically just like shop and not really think about like what I'm spending. Now I shop, but I also like look at prices and I don't get things because, like, say for instance, there's this like Greek dormouse, like there's this Greek wrap that I always buy, and looking at the price, it's so expensive I can't justify buying that now. But before, where price wasn't, money wasn't really, not money, but price wasn't really a thing because there was money coming in, I would just pick it up and go. So no, number 5 is just basically know how much you have coming in and allocate money to different areas. And that's the same thing as budgeting, right? So if you know how much you're going to spend monthly or bi-weekly on a certain item, then you know you set money aside for that. But that ties in hand in hand with that. But number 5, basically know how much money you have coming in. And if you don't have a lot coming in, just spend wisely, right? Now, I guess the 1 to 4 would tie into that spending wisely stuff. Just know how much you have to spend and use that money wisely. But yeah, that's my piece. So those are my 5 tips on being a savvy shopper. Till next time.